Nothing called the shortage occupation list in the UK anymore. The UK government have cancelled it, they've abolished it, they've deleted it, they've closed it, whatever synonyms you want to use. The fact remains that from the 4th of April 2024, there is no such thing as shortage occupation list. Now, what the UK have done is that they've replaced this shortage occupation list with the immigration salary list. So on today's episode of Yettysplash, guys, we're going to be talking about the immigration salary list. What does this list mean? The occupation under this list, what should be their salary threshold? Are we saying they also have to earn 38,700? So if you want to find out everything about all of this, then you have to stay tuned to the very end of this video, okay? Hi guys, my name is Yetty, and if you're seeing my face for the very first time, I share information about relocation, thriving abroad, and what have you on this channel. Like, this is where it happened, especially if you're living in the UK. I give you up-to-date information, so please do well to subscribe. Watch this video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, like it, and share it with your friends and family, because you will definitely find value here. And to all my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for subscribing. So let's just dive into it. On today's episode, like I said, we're talking about the immigration salary list. Okay, we all know that prior to April 4th, what the UK government had was the shortage occupation list. Now, the benefits of this shortage occupation list is that it allows workers to sponsor people and offer to pay them less than what they would have ordinarily earned. You're allowed to bring migrants into the UK, or allowed to give them sponsorship to remain in the UK, and you're also allowed to pay them less than the going rate. Okay, they had like about 20% discount on some occupation on the shortage occupation list. Now that this list have been abolished, the UK government have brought up a new list, which is called the immigration salary list. So the implication of this salary list is that if your occupation is on this list, you do not need to earn the skilled worker visa salary threshold, which has now been increased to 38,700. We know that the UK government has increased the salary threshold for skilled workers to 38,700 pounds. Okay, so if your occupation is on the immigration salary list, you can't be sponsored in the UK, and you do not have to earn 38,700. There's a list of the amount you are supposed to earn if your occupation is on the immigration salary list. So we're going to be looking at the immigration salary list now. We're going to be looking at occupation listed under this list, and we're as well going to be looking at the salary threshold as well. So let's delve into it, guys. So guys, as you can see on my screen now, this was published 4th of April 2024. So it's very recent. That is when the shortage occupation list was cancelled, and it was replaced with this skilled worker visa immigration salary list. Okay, so now if you go down, you're going to be seen to qualify for the lower rate. If either you're applying for health and care worker visa in certain occupation, you got your certificate of sponsorship for this visa application before 4th April 2024, and also you got your certificate of sponsorship for your skilled worker visa before 4th April 2024, and I've continually had one or more skilled worker visas since then. After that is now then the occupation listed, right? Okay, it says occupation code. We have the first one, which is 1212, managers and proprietors in forestry, fishery, related services, only fishing. But this one is applicable to people in Scotland only. So if you manage to find a job as a manager or proprietor in forestry, fishing, and related services, okay, instead of the standard £30,960, you can earn £27,000 per annum. You see, so this has reduced the skilled worker visa salary threshold burden of £38,700. So if you're doing this occupation in Scotland, you don't have to earn £700. All you need to earn is 27,000 salary to be sponsored. Okay, and also we have the next one, chemical sciences, and if you check, we have the standard rate and the lower rate. So the lower rate is what you can earn, which is for chemical sciences, which is also Scotland only. We have £29,600. So the next occupation, biological sciences, the same thing. You can earn £32,100 instead of the going rate of 41,900. So if you look at social and humanities sciences only, UK wide, that one as well, you can earn 25,000. Same goes for this graphic and multimedia designers, all jobs in the UK. Any kind of graphic and multimedia design job, you can earn, I think there's a mistake here, you're supposed to earn the lesser amount, which is 30,960 and not the 35,800. I might be wrong, but I want to believe that it was a mistake. So we also have laboratory technicians, only jobs requiring 3 or more years. If you work in that field, you can earn £23,200. pharmaceutical technicians can earn just £23,400. So if you see artists, all job in the UK as well, they could earn £27,300. Dancers, choreographers, they just need to earn £23,200 to be sponsored. Okay, musicians as well, they need to earn £27,300 to be sponsored. So they kind of subsidize the going rate for this occupation. So if you're earning that low, then you can still be sponsored. Okay, art producers, agriculture and fishing, welding traders, boat and shop builders, stonemason and related trade, big bricklayers, roofers, roof tilers and slaters. There are carpenters on this list as well. So if you're a carpenter in the UK, you can earn £25,200 and be sponsored to work here. And there's construction, guys. Construction is one sector that will be booming in the UK very soon, because I've seen a lot of people secure job with sponsorship in the construction field. And that is because you don't have to earn all you need to earn, according to this, is £25,500 only. So if you're working in a construction building trade, you know, it's UK wide, not just restricted to a particular sector. All you need to earn is £25,500. Then if you can see, care workers now, the code is now 6135. So it clearly states that care workers and home carers, all jobs except jobs with a working location in England, are only eligible in this SOC 2020 occupation code, where the sponsors hold registration with Care Quality Commission. So that's CQC. They stated it. That care home must have, must be CQC compliant. They must have CQC regulation in place, and is currently carrying on a regulated activity. So private household or individuals other than sole traders sponsoring someone to work for their business cannot sponsor skilled worker applicant. So it has to be a care firm, that is CQC compliant, and then all they need to earn is £23,200. So to be a carer, you don't have to earn £28,000, pounds. You have to earn £23,200. Okay, and also to be a senior carer, all you have to earn is also £23,200. Mind you, health and care visa is not only for carers. So this is those whose job descriptions are carers. So if you're a nurse and all of that, you are still earning higher than this 23. You still have to earn higher than this 23,200. There's a separate salary, threshold for that. So animal care, fishing, and other elementary agricultural operation. So these are the 21 occupations that were that was retained, into the immigration salary list. So if you're earning all of this, then that is fine. Again, I need to state this: if you're on the immigration salary list and you get sponsorship, you can come with dependent, provided that you're not a carer, have any form of skilled worker visa, not even just the occupation listed in the immigration salary list. As long as you're applying for a skilled worker visa, you can remain with your dependents. Only carers and senior carers have been banned from bringing in dependents. I need to state this loud and clear, because I've gotten a lot of questions about this, a lot of DMs. Only carers and senior carers have been banned from bringing independence. So if you're not a carer, if you're not a senior carer, if you're on any other kind of health and care visa, you're a radiographer, you're a nurse, you can still remain with your dependents in the United Kingdom. So if you want to come to the UK with family members, all hope are not lost. Care is not the only kind of skilled worker visa available. Construction is there, teaching is there, social work is there, nursing and all of that. And these routes allow you to come in with your dependents, with your family members. Okay, so moving on, guys. I know that the immigration salary list has only 21 occupations, but that does not mean that it is only in this 21 occupation that you can be sponsored to work in the UK. No. So you remember I made a video about skilled worker visa salary updates, this threshold and everything. If you haven't seen that video, please go and watch it out. And then in that video, I shared a particular PDF as well that has all the immigration changes, rule and whatnot. So if you check that PDF, which I'm also going to link into this video, it has about 200 and something pages. If you go to page 80, right, there are a list of other occupations that are eligible for skilled worker visa. Okay, so it is not only the occupation and the immigration salary list, don't get it twisted, that is eligible for skilled worker visa. No, all the other occupation, any other skilled job, they are also eligible. The only difference between the immigration salary list and the occupation listed in that list, or any other profession in which you want to seek a sponsored, a skilled worker visa, or you want to be sponsored, is that for the immigration salary list, you get salary discount. That is why people on that list can earn as low as 22,000, 23,000 pounds because of the salary discount in that field. Okay, so if you're looking for any other kind of sponsorship, you might have to earn 38,700 or the going rate, whichever is higher. So it's not even a blanket rule that you must earn 38,700. If people in that field are earning higher than that, they expect that you are also paid as high as that if you want to be sponsored, regardless of the fact that you're an immigrant, which I think is really fair enough. Okay, so you can really get sponsorship in any other occupation in the UK. The only place or the only situation in which you cannot be sponsored is also what is called the unskilled, list, which is also in the PDF that I shared. In that list, there are some occupation there in which you cannot get sponsorship at all. So once your occupation is not on that list, then if your occupation is in any other field, you will be able to secure a sponsorship or a sponsored job in the UK, and you need to earn the required points, of course, the skilled worker visa points, and you also have to earn the required salary to be able to be sponsored to remain in the UK. I hope you find this video very insightful. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment box. I'll try my possible best to answer everything. Thank you all so much for watching. I still remain your one and only baby girl, Yetty. Stay blessed and bye, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? Bye.